the look on my face, first off, I was not ready for her to say that. The look on my face was like, like, what? I'm like, no, I think you cool. Like, I just want to be your friend. I think you copacetic. And she was like, oh, I just got to say that because a lot of girls and a lot of boys be trying to talk to me. And I'm just thinking, like, you wouldn't have been playing for the wrong team if you would have just played this out. You feel me? So I'm looking like, yeah, no. It's cool. I understand. Imagine her saying this in front of, like, the classroom or the gym or outside or in the hallway where people could hear. Thank God we was in the library. We have to use our inside voice. I was embarrassed, but I wasn't embarrassed that much. I was like, I took it. I ate it up. I took it to the chin. So we get up there so she can get ready to check out her book because we was in the line. So the lady was like, oh, just one at a time. I said, oh, okay. No, I did not go outside the line and wait for Charzetta so I could walk back up over there to the table where her classmates sat. I went right to my assigned seat. I'm embarrassed. I went right to my assigned seat. So I sit down and I'm just sitting there like, I just got treated. I just like low key, I'm embarrassed. So the teacher was like, all right, guys, whoever get done with their papers, just pass it up to me. And so I'm just sitting there, I'm like, flip my page over, I open up the book, and I'm like, I can't think. I have a blockage. I had a blockage right up in here, y'all. I couldn't think. Only thing kept replaying was what just happened. I'm still stuck there. I'm just thinking about what just happened. Like, oh my God, like, she just, like, I don't play for the same team. I like, what? Like, wait a minute. Like, I felt mad embarrassed, so I couldn't think. So at this point, I hear the teacher, though. He's like, hey, guys, like, get ready to pass up your papers because the class is about to get ready to end. So a lot of people had already turned their papers in. So now it's down to me and this other person, right? And my finger, I'm trying to write fast. I'm taking certain, you know what I'm saying, sentences from out the paragraphs and out the book and writing it on my paper. He ain't gonna know. He ain't gonna know I'm taking sentences out. Like, I supposed to be putting it in my own words. It doesn't matter. Look, it's this exact words. As long as I'm making it make sense. And I'm putting my periods and my commas and everything in this spot. So I'm sitting up there and writing, my finger start to cramp up this piece right here. Because I'm writing hard. I'm trying to hurry up and get done. I'm like, I'm putting the pencil down. The girl, it's just me now. The girl, she not already passed her stuff. It's just me. I'm just sitting up there still. Right. And he like, all right, pass your paper in. I'm like, I'm almost done. The bell. As I'm saying I'm almost done, it goes off. Now, I got about maybe like 4 or 5 lines left of the page. So I start writing big. I was writing big, man. I'm talking about I was writing big. So I flip over my paper and I'm like, here you go. And so I'm getting ready to grab my stuff so I can walk out. He like, Roshan, can you come in? I'm like, I got to go to my next period. I can't be late. He like, you're not going to be late. Just come in. It's going to be with just one quick second. I'm like, yes. He like, what is this? I'm like, my paper. He like, but why you wrote so bold right here? He like, it's taking up about 4 to 5 lines. I'm like, I mean, it's not that big. He like, oh, yes, it is. He pushed it. He pulled the paper out. Like, he like, it's humongous. It's very big. He like, so it looked like you got into a rush right there. I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to leave it blank. He like, but there's still going to be the same grade if you left it blank or you wrote this big because you're still outside the lines. I'm like, I know. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry about that. It won't ever happen again. He like, okay, well, you could come and do the paper over after your 8th period. You could do it after school. Or I have to X, if you can't, I have to X this out and take, some of your points away. So I'm like, okay, I understand. You can exit out. Why would I say that? As me being older now, like that just showed that I didn't care. I didn't really care. I told him straight up, like, you can exit out. He like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I would never do it again though. I'm like, he like, all you have to do is just redo the paper. I'm like, yeah, but I have to do the front and then the back and then I'm like, I don't get the kind of time. He like, okay. He like, I have your grade ready tomorrow. I'm like, all right. And as I'm leaving out, I look where Charlzetta was sitting at and I see a jacket. Same jacket she had on. So she must have took her jacket off. So yes, I was being petty. I could have took the jacket and took it straight to her. No, I don't want it to get the cooties. I left it. Yes, I was, y'all. I was being petty. I left it right there. But at least I told the lady as she was going around checking on the tips. I said, hey, somebody left their jacket. She was like, okay, thank you so much. So I'm leaving out. As I'm leaving out the door, Charlzetta is coming in. Bada bing, bada boom. She just realized she left her jacket. As I'm still walking, and I'm like, dang, like, she didn't even say nothing to me. She walked past me. Still ain't say nothing to me. So now I'm sitting up there like, oh, she cold. She cold. Like, I'm probably like a dime a dozen, but dang. You treat me in and then don't even say nothing. I mean, just walk past me freely. So I go to my locker. I'm getting ready to swap out my stuff so I can get ready for my last period. I feel this. And my mind is just automatically blinked to Dorothy. It just automatically prayed. I just prayed in my mind, please don't let this be Dorothy because I think I'm finna have to fight this girl. So I turn around and it's the geeky boy. He like, here. I'm like, what's that for? He like, for buying my chips. I'm like, nah, just keep it. Buy yourself some chips tomorrow. I shut my locker. He like, no, you didn't have to buy me chips. I gotta pay you back. I'm like, you don't gotta pay me back. He like, wait, what's your name again? I'm like, Rody Doty. He like westerns, like a cowboy thing, right? I'm like, I don't know about a cowboy thing. So he was like, well, my name is Derek. I'm like, oh, cool. Nice to meet you, Derek. He like, yeah, that girl, she bullies everybody in here. It doesn't matter who it is. She always picking on people like me, always the smart ones too. So I'm like, are you smart? He like, yeah, I be on honor roll all the time. I say, oh, you be? He like, yeah. He like, some slang I like to say. I'm like, he was cool, geeky, but cool. So I'll end up walking him to his class. I go to my 8th period. It's a girl up there. She's talking about like what's on the board because we was on the board and then after that we get on the projector and then we start writing the answers on the projector. So we paying attention. She's putting out the layout on the board. I feel my phone having a party in my pocket. It's on vibrate. It's bzz, bzz, bzz. I'm talking about like blowing up on fire. So I wanted to pick my phone out of my pocket so bad, but I just knew that the teacher might, if the teacher see me, the teacher might have would have hit that special. You know when the teacher see you, they hit that the little few fingers. Bring that up here. What you do? Bring that up here. So I didn't want that. I was already in enough mess for already that day. I was already overwhelmed, and I was still stuck at the library that I got basically embarrassed, but low key, like I was still stuck there. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, who could it be? Like, it's probably my mom. Because for somebody to be calling like that bad, boom, the bell ring, 8th period over. I ain't even all the way from in front of the 8th period door yet. Look at my phone. I see it's Roy. Roy done called me more than 7, 8 times. So I'm what just happened? Immediately I call him back. He didn't even let the phone ring that long. It did a half a ring. He pick up, he like, hey, yo. I'm like, yo, what's up? Where you at? I'm like, at SKU, finna get ready to leave. Hey, I need y'all to swerve over here. I need to talk to y'all real quick. I'm like, wait, I gotta go straight home though. All right, I'll meet y'all at the bus stop and I can walk y'all to the crib. I need to talk to you. Pull up on me. I'm like, huh? He like, man, I need to talk to you. He like, I'm gonna need you to swirl on me. I'm like, all right. He like, all right, I'll be at the bus stop waiting. Click. That's not like the Roy I know. Roy only hit me up when he want to talk about bud for us to pull up when the other things is going on. Like, wait, what? When he having like events or parties and stuff like that, like the way he was talking is like he wanted to get down in the fisticuffs and like, what's up? What just happened? So immediately I goes to my locker, put the last book up, grab my book bag. I go straight to Mark floor. Don't see him. Go to the 3rd floor. Don't see him. Go to the 4th floor. Don't see him. Why this man ain't never nowhere to be found? I could be losing my life out there. He's somewhere missing. So I pull up my phone. I call him. All you hear is skip, skip, skip. Hey, where you at? Oh, I'm at the basketball. I'm at the basketball. I'm in the gym. I'm playing basketball with my friend. I'm on the court. What? Why? It's time to go. He like, no, just come meet me at the court. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm pasting, right? I gets through the tunnel. As I gets through the tunnel and gets to the gym, Marky got his shirt off, him and his friend, and they up there, they hooping it out. So I'm like, we gotta go, bro. We need to leave right now. He like, no, we got $20 up on here, right? So basically it's 40 together. Mark threw 20, the friend threw 20. They playing up to 5. They going by 1. So Marky like, all I gotta do is just hit this shot. So the guy like, if you leave, that means you forfeited. I'll take the 20. So I'm like, Marky, we gotta go. He like, just wait, bro. Just wait. Get off the side. Go on the side. Don't be on the court. So I'm sitting there like, okay, go ahead. Just go ahead. So I'm sitting there like, and I'm looking at his friends is laughing like, yo, they been beefing all 8th period. So I'm like, how many classes y'all got together? They're like, we got like majority of all our classes together. That's how we end up all getting cool. So I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Margo in the corner. He pumped like he gonna shoot it. Then he come back up for all that. Marky like, yeah, give me your mama's lunch money, right? He being funny, so he takes the bread. So Marky like, why you looking like that? I'm like, you done? You finished? He like, yeah. I'm like, look, Roy said he need to talk to me, but he sound like he mad. He like, he mad. I'm like, yeah. He like, for what? I'm like, oh no. He like, all right, come on, let's go. So they grab their little book bag and they hoodie, they shirt. We go out the gym room door. Now that was a way to exit out the school too, as well. So we going on here with walking. So they like, hey, y'all want to smoke? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Marky like, you always say you good. I'm like, yeah, like, because I don't know what's finna happen. The way he said it on the phone. So boom, they end up hitting the blunt. And then we all got on the bus. We get on the bus. They end up Marky friends end up getting off. Boom, we get close to the I stop. We get off. Clear as day. Roy is standing right there. Roy is standing right there. So we get off the bus. So Marky like, yo, Roy. So he smoking like, what's up, y'all? So we getting closer and closer. So I'm like, I don't know what he on. He like, so Marky like, let me hit it. He like, no. He like, you can buy some from me though. So he like, no, I'm good. He like, we already had smoke then. I'm like, but you just got a couple. He like, I ain't finna spend my money on that. So he like, yeah, he like, so y'all supposed to be my homies, right? So I'm like, we are your homies. He like, so what happened at your party? I'm like, I ain't had no party. He like, the party that I was at. What, the last party you had? I'm like, when the stripper girl was there. I'm like, I don't know what you talking about. He was like, well, I hollered at Beth. She was mad because I ain't get her, I had a special when I was sending everybody messages and I was telling them they could buy one and get one free. But I ain't have enough loud like that. And I'm like, yo, we got to keep walking so we can walk to the crib. He like, all right, I'm going to put this out. So he put it out. So Marky like, I can't hit it. He like, nah. Straight like that. So Marky like, oh, it's cool. He like, I got money. I'm going to just go buy from Raymond. Straight like that. So we're like, you could buy. I'm like, hold on, wait, stop. Marky, chill. I want to know what happened. I'm like, what happened? He like, so Beth got mad because I couldn't do the buy one, get one free. I told her like, I could get her 2 for the 15, but she wanted just that other bag just free. So she was like going back and forth with me. And then she was like, yeah, that's why Legs gave her head, gave her dome. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, that's what she said. Legs gave her a dome in the bathroom at the party, and you and your brother, y'all went down there. And I'm like, bro, I didn't. He like, nah, but we supposed to been cool though. I'm like, listen, I did want to tell you, but Legs made me promise not to tell you. I'm like, and I knew legs way before I even knew you, bro. So I'm like, that's it. I didn't really want to get involved, but I did want to tell you. So this whole time you knew. I'm like, yeah, I knew. And you up here calling my family, you and Kana to get together. I've been kissing this girl. And she been sitting up there putting her mouth on. And I'm like, I get it, man. I'm like, my fault. He like, we ain't cool no more. I'm like, bro. He like, nah, we ain't cool no more. Don't say nothing to me. He like, I'm done with legs. It's cool. I'm like, bro. I'm like, it's not. He like, we ain't cool no more. He like, cause I could not fire from y'all. So Marky like, come on, knock fire. So Marky took his shirt off. He like, come on, knock fire from me. I'm like, Marky, chill. I'm like, Roy, I get it. You mad. I'm like, I understand, but that's y'all relationship. I didn't even know that you was talking to her. And I had hit that. Like, that. I used to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, I'm like, you met her through me. Right? So he like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So I think we both should be mad. Boom, we walk away. And I'm upset. Like, yo, this day has been a day. So as we walk up, Marky like, man, look, let's go to Raymond. Let's go get some. I'm like, no, we got to get home. So we go, we just a few blocks away. So we go up the block. And I'm like, why would Beth just say that? Like, Beth a hater. Like, Beth kicked that off probably to make legs mad. But you put us in it. What? Like, that's why I don't want to be cool. Why would you put us in it? Swear, you could have just said you and Legs was giving it. And that's it. You ain't had to say Rody Dody, Marky. Nobody. We wasn't witnesses. We was Ray Charles. We was hell with it. We ain't see nothing bad. But that's what we on. It's all good. So Marky like, hey, we need to definitely tell Mom about the teacher. I'm like, hey, I said no, we're not. Just wait until he call, and then we'll go from there. He like, so you want us to defend ourselves when we could just tell her? Why are you making it so hard? I'm like, I'm not making it hard. I'm like, trust me, just come on. I know Mom. She'll believe us once we already say, hey, well, he said he was going to call, so we were just waiting. It doesn't matter. We get inside the house. Mom is not home. Caleb's not home. So I'm sitting there like, man, this is crazy. So Marky come up there. He like, man, what Mom and Caleb? I'm like, I don't know. They've been gone for a minute. So I call. My mom pick up the phone. I hear music in the background. I say, Mom, where you and Caleb? She like, y'all in my business? I'm like, yeah, I was worried about it. We fine. We are okay. We over here getting my hair done. And we over here about to eat and have a couple of drinks. I'll be home in a minute. Y'all want to bring y'all something to eat? I'm like, no, I'm okay. I get off the phone, right? So I'm sitting there like, they eating. Marky like, well, I'm like, yeah, they eating, and she's getting her hair done. I'm like, we can go to Raymond to go get that bud. He like, now we're talking. He like, there you go. He like, man, you gotta lighten up. He like, you be at the skew like this, real tight, real tense. I'm like, nah, I'm just like, I'm nervous, right? So he like, hey, you talked to the stripper girl? So once he put that back in my mind, I was like, no. Like, let me hit her up. So he like, all right. So boom, I hit her up real quick before we dip out the crib. So I hit her up. She picks up. She like, hello? I'm like, hey, what's up? She like, who is this? I'm like, it's Rody. Click. I'm like, wait. So I called. I kept getting voicemail. So I text, like, hey, this Rody Dody. Why you hang up in my face? Boom. Me and Marky, we end up going to Raymond's, buying some bud. He giving us some free bud. And we telling him what just happened with the Roy situation. So Raymond like, wait, he said he'll not fire from y'all. He like, we can go to his crib right now. I'm like, no. He like, no, we can go to his crib. I'm like, no, it's cool. He just mad. I'm like, he gonna calm down. So we end up, we chiefing. We hit the blunt a little bit. We give it back to Raymond. We walk it back home because we don't know what time Mom come home. We see Beth on the porch with Cynthia and Ashley. She over there waiting on Cody. So you see Cody coming down the block, but we standing in the front of our crib now. And we see Cody come from down the block. So Marky like, hey, Cody. So Cody like, what? Now, mind you, Cody gay. He what? Marky like, hey, tell Beth, don't never put our name in nothing. Now, mind you, Beth is right there on the porch. So he like, Marky talking in third party. So Beth like, you can say it in my face. So he like, hey, Cody, tell her to stop playing with me. So Cody like, I don't got nothing to do with that.